welcome to session number 36 of Word Power Made Easy. Let's get to start with, and today we have just 6 things, technically 7, that we're going to talk about. Let's start off with the big and small. The big and the small. Magnanimous. Now, magnanimous. Now, you might actually remember this from magnanimity, like Magnus and anima and animate. Animus, whichever root you want to choose to use from that, and you probably get the word magnanimous. Magnanimous basically means a big mind, soul, whatever. They mean the same thing basically. However, there's an opposite to this, and it's pusillanimous. Now, pusillanimous, it means small and tiny, and when you add that to the animus, you get pusillanimous, meaning tiny or small animations, small soul, those kind of things. The ones with not that much personality, those kind of things. And then, of course, we also have equanimity, which is when we add equals all the way to basically, well, equals. So let's get this started with. Equanimity plus equus is equus plus animity. And that basically means your equal soul and equal mind. Next up, we have to talk about Zeno and his porch. Now, who is Zeno, you ask? Zeno is that great philosopher in the world who made the worst paradox ever. He's all like, if you walk a mile, let's say you are on your front porch. If you walk a mile from your front porch to the park, and let's just say you walked half a mile, then you walked a quarter of a mile, then an eighth of a mile, then a 16th of a mile, then a 32nd, and then so on and so on and so on. And of course, that would basically intervene, and and of course, then that means that the thing will be infinity, right? That means that what is the distance between there and your house? Then you have to walk infinity, right? Well, technically, you walk infinite steps, getting closer and closer and closer, but not quite close to the park. Well, the thing is, there is actually an answer to how far it is from your porch to that place. It's a mile. You said it yourself. And no, the distance is not infinite. Just because you have to take infinite steps to reach the park doesn't mean that the distance is infinite. In fact, if you just broke that paradox and your rule, then you'd have gotten there in like 5 minutes or something. Or 10 if you're driving a car or a horse. However, because of that, Stoa actually meant porch, and other things that started happening is this. Of course, Zeno actually said you had to bottle up your feelings, and psychologists didn't really say it too. Sure, stoicism is a virtue that you should go ahead and try to reach out for. However, you probably shouldn't do it all the time. And of course, it's also because of that his Zeno's followers were also called Stoics. Next up, we have to talk about fear and trembling. And of course, with fear and trembling, there's actually a word or a root for trembling too. Trepido. Trepido basically means to tremble. And it's because of that, lots of things, actually, other words happen, like intrepid, those kinds of words existed. Next up, we talk about the quick flash. Flash! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Mysteries, whatever. And so, of course, that's actually pretty good too. Next up, we'll talk about scintilla. Now, that's actually where the quick flash comes from. And this is also where we get the root scintilla. Bruh. And yes, apparently the Latin root and the English word are the same thing. Next up, we have to talk about cities and countries. This is probably you learned in your social studies or history classes when you're in like grade 1 or grade 2. The urbane, the suburbia, and the rustic. Sounds familiar? Because those are the roots that are used to talk about the city, urbanism. The suburbs, basically the suburbs. It's like the town. Not exactly the countryside, but not exactly a city either. And the rural areas, the country, that's rural areas, and that's about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you guys soon. Until next time, Sean, Han, and Claude, peace out. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, and wear a helmet.